Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Thursday, May 26th, 2016 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is the laws of the universe bring me back to balance. And today we have the peak of the Jupiter-Saturn square. Jupiter and Saturn are squaring each other today at 13 degrees, exact square. They also will be working in opposition and square with Neptune at 11 degrees in Pisces. So, and we also have, just to be fair, that energy of the Sun in Gemini, bringing out that energy to all of the mutables, bringing us into that mutable cross energy. But we're really going to be feeling, especially because it is that exact energy, that tension, that resistance between Jupiter and Saturn. And we've been feeling it through the week. We have been working with it through the week. And today as I was sitting here, I was like, okay, it's a 6-degree day. That is an energy of balance. Like, how are we finding balance through this resistance? And it really is actually a balanced square. Jupiter is all about expansion. And so Jupiter is always working to help us expand and no limits. And meanwhile, Saturn is the planet of limitations in some respects. That's one of its essences. Saturn wants us to show up and do the work. Jupiter's kind of more like luck, and Saturn's like, and work. And so both of those together, I think there's a saying that's something like, luck is when preparation and something. I know there's a saying, but I don't remember the other part. Preparation and I guess the universe in alignment, that would be Neptune at 11 degrees. When they come together, that's what luck is. So there's this energy of finding that balance between showing up and doing the work and also laying back, being at ease, and letting the universe do its part, letting the universe help you expand. Ultimately, in this energy, although there is this resistance, although there is the crankiness that comes with that resistance, the universe is asking us to be open so we can find that flow in and through us for knowing where do we need to step up, where do we need to do the work, and where do we need to let go and let the universe do its part in this energy. And ultimately, this at 13 degrees, that is that Uranus degree of liberation. So when you find that flow, when you find that peace in yourself, it is liberating you. And it's just the universe bringing you into balance. So move through that resistance, find your flow through the resistance, show up and do the work, and also be at ease and let go and let the universe do its part. There's some things we just can't do, and that's okay. Do what you can. Show up where you can. I think this also speaks of, traditional energy. In traditional, how we've been taught is to read these books and learn what these books say, and that is the truth. And Jupiter in Virgo is like, hey, there's more truth, and that truth is contained in you. So again, it's finding that balance in what we've been taught and what we've learned, but also in trusting ourselves and the wisdom that comes from ourselves. So what's really cool about this energy is that it happens really early in the day, that exact square. So while we will still be working with that square energy and we will still be feeling it, it dissipates after that peak. So be at ease, find your flow in it, but also know it's beginning to dissipate, which is really nice. We also have the moon shifting into Aquarius, so bringing that element of liberation, bringing that element of let go, because that's one of the aspects of Aquarius, is that ability to let go. And that's one of the cards that I pulled today, is letting go. So that might be your head. We have, Sun and Gemini. Your head may be trying to figure this out, figure this out, figure this out. That might be one of the areas where you need to expand. Let that Jupiter expansion work and get out of here and into, well, what do I really feel? So use that moon energy of letting go. The moon will then connect to Mars, Venus, and the Sun. So moon connecting to Mars. We know this connection can definitely stir stuff up, moon and Mars. But again, the moon is asking us to take a step back and take a look from another place. Mars, we have retrograde. Mars is actually preparing to move back into Scorpio. So we're kind of reviewing our desires. And this connection may be hey, it's not quite there yet. Preparation and the flow of the universe haven't brought that luck that you're looking for yet. Take a step back. You don't need to be upset about it. Transform your energy about it and recognize everything is in the cycle. Everything's coming up. I'm going to trust that everything is being brought in perfect timing. Moon connecting to Venus. This is an interesting connection because Venus is at 2 degrees in Gemini. So there's kind of this mental, emotional component going on when it comes to our relationships, our relationship with ourselves, our relationship with our mind, our relationship with our communications in the world. So just be aware. Again, that energy of like letting go and just being present. I really feel the energy today of, you know how Eckhart Tolle has a saying, a verse, I don't know what you want to call it, but a quote where he says, you know, there's this thinking mind, and then there's another part that is like basically the viewer, the watcher of what's going on in here. Keep tuning into that watcher and just see what's really going on. And that's that Aquarius energy of being able to like pull back and be like, oh, I see from this other perspective what's really going on. And then you can come in and you can step up in a way that is true to you and honoring the lessons that are coming through. Because like I have been saying, these are master level lessons that we're working through. They can be intense, so you've got to honor your process in it. The sun and the moon coming together in the evening at 6 degrees. This is beautiful. This is a great time to connect with your friends. Call up a friend. Tell your friend about your process. Go out with your friends. Connect. This connection is asking you to connect. And so that might be part of the processing of everything that's going on. And I think, you know, after the square, we will have gotten some space from the dissipation of like its exact right onness energy. And so it might be a really good time to really start working. What just happened? And what did I learn? And how am I expanding? And how am I, you know, shifting and taking myself out of places where I no longer belong? So the cards for today. We start with let go. What are we letting go of? We're letting go of stress. We're letting go of isolation. We're letting go of fighting. And we're letting go of the sorrow. Instead, we're being in that energy of just being. And you know, to be fair, sorrow, in order to be let go of, you may have to feel it first. Some parts of letting go of sorrow is letting go of the resistance of the sorrow and just letting it come forward. Like, I feel sad about this. This makes me grieve. This makes me mourn. That may be about, you know, the connections with our friends where we can share this energy. I feel this. Because if we're not processing it, if we're not allowing ourselves to feel it, we're not letting it go. We're holding it deep inside here. And that's ultimately this energy. Let it go. And ultimately, I was like, I need a light spot in all these cards. And I pulled trust. Trust this process. Trust it. Even though it may not feel easy, even though you may feel that tension within you, even though your mind may be racing, trying to figure this out and figure out the lessons, trust this energy. Come back into your center and know that the universe is holding you and carrying you through this. So that's it for today. Book a reading. I still have my 30 for 30 sale going on. A few more days, I'm going to keep that up. So it's a great deal. 30 minutes of cards, astro, healing, whatever you need. I'm really good at, you know, showing up for you. So book that and have a beautiful day. Namaste.